So tell me who you are and who you're with.
I'm Chuck Schuster. I'm an extension educator with the University of Maryland Cooperative, or University of Maryland Extension, excuse me. I am a field educator in the area of commercial horticulture.
Field educator in commercial horticulture. So that sounds like you're teaching people making money with food?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Making money, growing it for desire. Also work in the area of ornamentals and nurseries.
Ornamentals? What does that mean?
The plants we have around our home.
Oh, I see.
Things that are designed, to beautify our home, protect our home, things like that.
Or even, I guess, save energy with
yes.
the right plants.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
There was a grant, actually, Montgomery had, wasn't it? For a while, they had money you could put, for shrubs, for energy
yes.
and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me about the farmers market business. That's what excites me. It seems like it's growing all over the country. What's going on with that?
Oh, it has. Local food is huge.
Yeah.
People want to know that their food is local. It doesn't travel a long way. They like to get to know their farmers. So we have a great number of farmers markets in and around Montgomery County, and we have a lot of farmers that are producing food for sale right here in Montgomery County at the markets and through CSAs, Community Supported Agriculture.
CSAs, yeah, I ran into that. Wasn't sure what that was.
That's where a farmer will sell shares for his crop in the late winter, early spring, and you as an investor get a portion of his crop every week.
Oh, really?
So you will go to either a pickup spot or the farm, and you'll pick up
kidding.
your bag or basket of...
So you're a partner in the farm?
Right.
And so you pay money, you're a partner in the farm, so you get X amount of fresh vegetables every
Correct.
week, month, or whatever
Correct.
it is. Wow. Is that a good business for farmers?
It is.
Really?
It helps them buffer the highs and lows of a year.
I see.
It allows them to plan. They know what their income's going to be.
Yeah.
They know that they don't have to go down to the local, farmer's market and try to do the marketing and depend upon the weather being a good Saturday or a bad Saturday where... bad weather day can drive people away.
So it's pre-selling their product.
Correct.
Wow. And so they get that steady income, they know, and the person who's the investor knows, hey, I'm going down to get the best fresh stuff. And,
that's right.
Yeah, and they're a partner, so they're first in line.
That's correct. That's correct.
And how far do people come to do that kind of stuff?
Well, I'll give you a good example. Last Tuesday, I was in Clear Spring, Maryland, Washington County, and there was a dairy farmer there that he brings his milk, cheese, and yogurt into the Washington, D.C. area for 5 different markets and sells his food right there.
So this dairy farmer, that sounds like 50 miles or so he's coming.
Sure.
Yeah, to sell his food in 5 different markets?
5 different local markets in this area.
Wow. So if you're a farmer somewhere, this is a good market, I guess. Well, I guess most farmers know about it. But I guess it seems to me that people who always wanted to get into agriculture business thought it was a dying business.
Well, yes and no.
Yeah.
Agriculture's tough. One of the huge issues is land costs.
Mm-hmm.
But as we have many people moving into the county and they're buying 5, 10, or 15 acres, they want to know what they can do with that land.
I see.
They also look at the aspect of, is there a way I can get the agricultural tax rate rather than the residential tax rate?
Oh.
So they have to earn so much every year from their farm.
I
So they go about producing food. And I just ran a course this past winter, starting a second career, moving into food production. And I had a full house. I had between 20 and 25 people almost every Tuesday night for this through the late winter, early spring, for people that are interested in shifting into raising food.
So in other words, you have a course. You charge a lot for this course?
No, just
I knew that.
Cost recovery.
So it's like $20 or something like that. Yeah. So you come to this course and you teach people how to, if they're sitting on a couple acres somewhere, how they can turn this into a money-making proposition.
Correct.
Yeah.
They're not as interested in the money-making proposition as they are into producing food that they can consume and then also share with other people.
I see. Huh.
No, this goes back to World War II when we had the Victory Gardens.
Right, I remembered the word. But
So, there's just this great desire, and people are looking more and more about how far food travels. Having to pick a tomato very green, ship it across the United States, and then put it into a local, Safeway, Giant, etc.
It tastes lousy anyway.
Right. So local food, it's harvested very close to the time it's sold.
Wow.
Flavor's much richer. It's already ripe. They get to see some different varieties. A lot of our commercial varieties of things like tomatoes are designed to ship.
Oh, I see. That's why they taste lousy, yeah.
Well,
They ride in the truck for 20 days.
Well, we've worked on a vegetable.
It's you same guys doing that.
That's right. So, but we've gone back to some of our heirloom varieties that are filled with flavor,
I see.
but they don't hold long. But once you've had one, you know you want to go back.
So that's the key.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. So a local doesn't have to travel, so you could produce a different kind, more flavorful.
That's one of the
product.
reasons we do that. Yes.
Wow. That's amazing. So the people, you said you were giving this every Tuesday night, and you're full house, huh?
Yes.
Wow. And you're going to do it again next?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Wow.
Going to increase the area I'm going to try to draw people from, and may even offer it outside of Montgomery County into one of the surrounding counties. I work in a cluster. I work in the Frederick, Howard, Montgomery cluster.
I see.
So I could move it around a little bit as I try to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to take this program.
Are there other classes similar for
people? We have one in Frederick County that is called a beginning farmer or small farms program. It also delves into the area of livestock. I don't touch livestock whatsoever. So I'm sticking with just food crops.
Right, food crops.
And then we offer many different types of programs through Extension.
But it's sort of commercially oriented or something like that. Or what would some of the other titles be like?
Well, we've run nursery management. We've run cut flower courses. In fact, we have a cut flower course coming up in August here in Montgomery County. And we have commercial cut flower producers right here in Montgomery County who sell at farmers markets and also sell to florists.
Wow.
So, there's a variety of things along those lines.
Yeah. And where do you see besides tasting? I mean, why would people get in the local cut flower business? I mean, why is that growing, do you think?
Well, I mean, when you look at where a lot of our cut flowers come from, they have to travel a long distance, and quality goes down the longer you have to hold it. So they're able to get flowers that were cut this morning or possibly late last night, and they're going to last a lot longer in your table arrangement. Or you can go to the flower grower and say, I have an event and I need this. I need this color or this particular flower, and the grower can produce them for you.
Wow.
And
how long does it take to produce?
Well, some flowers 10 weeks, some flowers a little bit shorter than that.
So you're planning a wedding in 6 months.
That's right. A wedding planner can easily do that. And even off-season, because we have growers that use greenhouses and high tunnels to produce flowers.
Well, there was another grant. I remember they had a tunnel grant.
Right, yes. And they can produce flowers in a non-traditional time of year.
Wow. Now, how much, to be a food grower, how much land do you need?
Well, I have several that are an acre or just slightly larger than an acre that are deriving a good income from that.
No kidding. So an acre of land, you could be...
Oh, yes. If you crop that very carefully, if you're not wasteful, if as you take one crop out, you come back in and replace it with something else, definitely you can make
good income. How do you learn to do all that stuff?
Well, I mean, we offer some education in those areas. A lot of these people have done it through trial and error.
Right. Well, that's how we learn everything, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah. But I get the kick down the road and get some basic information, you guys, the county. And this is true all over the country, right?
Sure, definitely. All across the country.
So it's not just here in Montgomery County.
We're only a phone call away or an email away. Right. And, I'll give you a good example. Last week we spent some time going out and we manage pest traps. Particularly, we're looking for a particular new insect pest, and we have them located at several farms around the community. And as soon as we found a positive, then we let the farmers know, okay, this pest is in the area. Now you need to start scouting more carefully and look at your harvest schedule and, if necessary, applying pesticides. And it's not always necessary to apply pesticides.
Why? Because if you you can move the schedule. Harvesting is
what
flexible?
You can do is you can make sure that you keep ripe fruit off of the vine, so you don't hold it there long.
So if you pick it right before it's ripe, that's better for everybody, and it doesn't attract bugs.
Correct. Pesky little bugs.
Yeah. Oh, that's incredible. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I keep hearing about all this, and I see my kids even interested in it. These are 20-something people. I hated vegetables all my life. Now I know why. I bought them in cans.
Sure. And, there has been a resurgence, but it's not just for young people.
Yeah.
I'm seeing all ages. I have people that have recently retired that are moving back into the community to buy small parcels of land, want to raise food. I have young people that want to do a career change, leave finance, and come into food production.
Wow.
So it really covers all areas. And, many people, just look at this as a great opportunity because there's the desire for other people in the community to purchase it.
So even if you found an acre of land nobody was using, you could probably make a deal with somebody, use their land, and produce food.
Sure, that's correct.
I see a lot of vacant land around doing
There
that.
are, and you look at places like Baltimore City,
Yeah.
where they're taking some of the abandoned properties there, and they're producing local community gardens.
Wow. And a community garden, I mean, that's the same thing. I mean, they're sharing and everybody
Correct.
helps, and they get fresh vegetables.
Correct.
Tasty stuff that's getting expensive in the store.
That's right. And people get to try new things.
Yeah.
The garden plot over there, it has kohlrabi as an example. I don't know what that is. Hey, Sally, can I try one of those? And then next year you find more kohlrabi or some other vegetable being raised.
Oh, that's terrific. And you've been doing this?
Well, I've worked for the University of Maryland for 11 years. I've been involved in food since I was 15.
I say,
my first job,
pizza?
as I said, I was raised in Adelphi, and at 15, was given the opportunity to go to the farmer that supplied my family with fruits and vegetables and eggs.
Wow.
And Leonard is still in business. And thank God for somebody like Leonard, because he turned me from going into the engineering trade, which I could have done and would have been a kind of a family thing. And I am in the agricultural sector, and I've never been happier. Agriculture is just a great place to be.
People like you are all across the country at the
There is extension all across the United States and in other countries also.
U.S. Department?
Well, not U.S. extension, but, many other countries have extension. So, you look for your land-grant university, we are tied to the land-grant universities.
So, my understanding, I think there's probably one website, but it's usually your largest state university is probably your land grant, and you can call there and they'll show you the local office. Or your local librarian knows too.
Local librarian, county government, because
are you listed under county government?
We are. We can be found under county government.
Right. Yeah, well, you're great. And you also mentioned I have a dead tree I'm dealing with. And he also knows all about that too. And I guess you get rid of pests at home. And
sure. Well, we have a master gardener program here in which the master gardeners man a phone room. And they answer questions from the community. We have a state home and garden information center where they have an 800 number. They handle phone calls, emails.
That's a state home and garden, huh?
Yes.
That's the Maryland State Home and Garden Center, huh?
Home and Garden Information Center, HGIC. They have a great website, hgic.umd.
hgic.umd.edu. Boy. Well, that's terrific.
And you see, the UMD, we're tied to the university. We are the front door to the university out in the communities.
Wow. But you're really cooperative, so you're getting money from the feds, the state, local, county, and all that.
Correct.
Well, you're a delight. I'm so glad you guys are here.
Well,
thank you.
Glad to have the opportunity to meet you.
Find your cooperative extension service and use it, especially if you want to get in the food business of some sort. Yeah, that's terrific.
Now, a lot of us are not cooperative anymore. We've taken the cooperative.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's just a name change. Try to badge yourself.